Hello everybody. We've been blessed over these last days, haven't we, to have some beautiful weather, and I hope you've all been able to get out and to take advantage of the sunshine during this difficult time. Sunny blue skies must have been something that accompanied the disciples who were fleeing from Jerusalem to Emmaus and whose story we hear this weekend. What I always think about them is that they're frightened. They'd seen their friend Jesus crucified and they were terrified for their own lives. They were fleeing Jerusalem. And you all know the very famous story from Luke's Gospel that as they're walking away, they come across a stranger who engages them in conversation. And they're telling them their story. They're telling him about Jesus. Our own hope, they say, had been that he would be the one to set Israel free. And then they go on to relate a strange tale of women who went to the tomb of their friend Jesus and who couldn't find him. They saw nothing. The story continues that the stranger stays with them as night falls, and after their conversation he literally breaks bread with them, and it's in the breaking of bread that they recognize that the stranger in their midst has been Jesus. Now, why they didn't recognize him, we don't know. Perhaps they were overcome with grief. But then, reflecting on what had happened to them, they make their way in nightfall, time of great danger, to the city of Jerusalem, and they find their friends. And they say to their friends, "Our hearts burnt within us when he explained the scriptures to us." And their friends say to them, "Yes, actually, we've seen Jesus, he has risen." And what the church has done since that time is to proclaim the reality of the Lord's resurrection. We keep on telling that story, proclaiming that reality that Jesus Christ has risen from the dead. Now, what enables us to carry on proclaiming that reality is, in fact, your support. And of course, we're very grateful for all the support you give us in so many different ways. But especially, I'd like to talk this week a little bit about the financial support that you give us. We've got lots of people from Europe and other countries in this parish. And in Europe, it's quite common that the state will support church buildings. We get no support like that here. We have to pay for everything that comes in from the money that you donate to us. And of course, there are the usual running expenses: heat, water, light, food, council tax. There are expenses associated with keeping the office going, expenses associated with our social outreach programs, and of course our educational and catechetical programs. We also have to meet staff salaries. Now, during this time, obviously, of lockdown, our income has been affected. We've tried to make the savings that we can. We put the majority of our staff on furlough. We've cut down on our expenses in all sorts of ways. But we're also kind of encouraging people to join the planned giving scheme and to set up standing orders. And if you haven't done that, just go to the donating page of our parish and you'll find there the paperwork that you need to complete. And that actually is marvellous, because that means that we get a guaranteed income from yourselves, because you've set up that monthly standing order in favour of the parish. We're also setting up a Virgin Money Giving button on our website, and hopefully that will go live quite soon. And in time to come, we'll be working with the diocese in order to set up a contactless scheme in which people will be able to donate via credit card. Yep, we're moving into the 21st century at long last. But I just wanted to let you know that we are trying our best to make savings where we can. But actually, I'm also encouraging you to continue to support us, especially via planned giving and setting up standing order if you haven't already done so. Because I think as we come out of lockdown eventually, one thing that will be essential to us all is to have those institutions surround us which give us a feeling of stability and continuity. And though our doors aren't open at the moment, you know that our hearts are open and our concern for you is open, and that we're keeping you all very much in our prayers. So, as we contemplate Luke's Gospel this week and the practical implications of living out that Gospel, of continuing to be able to spread the message of salvation, I'm asking for your help and thanking you as well for the help that you already give us. God bless you all.